Clement of Rome, Letter to the Corinthians Alpha, Episode 3.
In the previous episode, we read the entirety of this first sentence and then analyzed and translated down through agape toi. For this one, we will read again, taste through blaspheme thenai, and analyze that portion. One can never have enough practice in reading Greek aloud with correct pronunciation. Tes, te, alotrias kai xenes tois eklektois tu theou. Miaras kai anaseu staseos, hein oliga prosopa, propete kai athade huparkonta eis tasuton, apanoias exekausan, hoste ta semenon kai peribaeton kai pasin anthropois, axiaga peton onoma, humon megalos blaspheme thenai. Remember that in the previous episode we looked at the preposition dia with tas and the objects of that preposition, sumphoros and periptoses. Then the main verb is nomizomen. We think that, somewhat late, Brady, on the comparative adverb, we have turned our attention, pepoi esthai epistrophein, and then peri with pragmaton. You can review the previous episode or check a translation for the meaning. And then Clement calls them agape toi, my beloved brothers, dear ones. As he continues, we read the genitives tes, te alotrias kai xenes, which are modifying miaras and staseos. Why are these genitive? They are controlled by the preposition peri here. So he says, we have turned our attention, epistrophein pepoi esthai, peri, concerning those matters, ton, pragmaton, especially concerning the, tes, alotrias, the foreign and strange, things that are foreign and strange. They are foreign and strange to, that's why we have the dative, tois eklektois tu theou, foreign and strange to the elect, tois eklektois, of God. And so this adjective alotrias and the adjective xenes are modifying the nouns miaras and staseos to the foreign and strange, strange to the elect of God, miaras, pollution, and unholy, anoseu, mutiny, rebellion, or sedition. Anoseu is an alpha privative. Hosios is the adjective that means holy. Anosios, with the alpha privative and the dropping of the aspiration, anosios, means unholy or irreligious. So, this staseos and this miaras, this pollution and this rebellion, which hein is feminine singular and accusative, the antecedents I've already underlined, so these things which oliga prosopa, a few persons. A prosopon is a face, and it comes to mean person. It's a word that has a long life in theological dispute as well, which a few persons, and how were they described? They are described as propete and athade, forward or aggressive, and bold, daring, athade. Huparkonta, meanwhile, is neuter, plural, and nominative because it's modifying prosopa in the same way that oliga is. This participle, huparko, is one of the three ways in Greek to express the idea of being. The other two are emi sum, often translated simply as to be, and of course, gignomai. These are the three most common ways in Greek to express the idea of being, emi sum, huparko, and gignomai. So, a few persons who are, huparkonta, bold and daring. What have they done? They have exekausan. This is the aorist of the verb ekkaio, which means to kindle or to light. They have kindled to such a degree, eis tasuton, to such a degree, aponoios. And aponoios is rebellion, to such a degree of rebellion or shamefulness, that as a result, hoste introduces a result clause with tasuton. So to such an extent that as a result, tasemnon. Tasemnon is neuter, singular, and accusative. It's accusative because, like peribaeton, it's modifying onoma, and onoma is accusative because it is the subject of the infinitive blaspheme thenai. Hoste, with an infinitive, indicates a natural or likely result, and the subject of an infinitive must always be accusative. So the result is that your name, onoma, the name of you, onoma humon, it's a revered name and a periboeton name. That means tossed about, famous, bandied about, and a name that is axiagapeton, worthy of being loved to all men. This is the name or the reputation of the Corinthians. This name, megalos blaspheme thenai, is being slandered. Blaspheme thenai, aorist passive, infinitive. This name is being slandered how? Megalos, greatly. And last, as an historical note, tradition tells us that Clement of Rome was exiled to this region by Trajan, where he died and was buried in Chersonesus.